I've been a feral advocate for 19 years. It started with me taking on a project in my community of feral cats. Feral cats are cats that have the same DNA as a typical house cat. Where they differ is the socialization that they have received. So, can these feral cats be adopted into a shelter or rescue? They're not the best candidates unless you have feral kittens, and preferably before 8 weeks of age. If socialization can occur, that's the best for those kittens. Most of the time, they can come around and be adopted out through a rescue. But when they're older, a lot of times they're just not going to be adoptable. And if they're taken to a shelter or rescue, often they're just turned away. That's why we perform Trap-Neuter-Return. These cats do much better in an environment outside that they're very familiar with. If you try to make them house cats, a lot of times they're just not suited for inside living most of the time. And Trap-Neuter-Return, also known as TNR, the acronym, it's about getting these cats trapped, spayed and neutered, preferably ear-tipped, rabies vaccinated, and returned back to where they originated. That territory is what they call home, and that's the best place for them to be. They're very good at navigating the area, and that's where they're most comfortable. The left ear tip is a horizontal snip off the point of the left ear. It's the universal sign to show outwardly that a cat is spayed or neutered. It's great also for me. I'm a trapper in the community. If I trap a cat that's already been ear tipped, I know to release that cat. That cat has already been fixed. It also alerts rescues, animal shelters, should a cat come in with an ear tip. Usually they know that somebody has paid for this cat to be spayed and neutered. So somebody's probably looking for this cat. It alerts neighbors. Some people in neighborhoods will do TNR, and so should a cat venture into their area, they know that that cat has already been fixed. It also prevents unnecessary surgery again on a cat because, especially these females, the spay scars, incisions are so small that they fade away quickly, but the ear tip is going to be lasting. I really promote early spay and neuter simply because I've seen many female feral cats get pregnant at about 4 months. Most places will do them at 2 pounds, sometimes 3 pounds for the females. The female cats can have several litters a year, sometimes 3 times a year. Normally the litters are about 4 to 6 per litter. The gestation period is about 9 weeks, but a lot of people don't realize, so when a litter is born, within 2 weeks, that female can have a heat cycle while she's still nursing that litter. So it's very fitting we have a cat that showed up here right behind us today. I just said this is a perfect environment for a cat, and lo and behold, we have one. So cats do play a role in the environment. Some cities are incorporating feral cats, especially large cities. I think Chicago just did this to keep the rodent population under control. They are natural exterminators. You don't have to rely on chemicals, which are unhealthy and hazardous. Of course, they're TNR. They have people that do feed the cats. They don't want them to rely on a rodent diet. The old method of trying to trap and exterminate just doesn't work. There's all kinds of studies where that failed miserably. If you try to exterminate the cats, you have what's called the vacuum effect, which means you'll have a new influx of cats take up that territory where you have removed the previous cats, and you're just spinning your wheels. It does not work. So TNR is really the most effective way to get their population under control.